Okay, this video is going to review drops per minute. And this is if you were hanging an IV by gravity, you didn't have an IV pump. And so you would literally watch the drops in the chamber and you would do your calculation. And if it said 33 drops per minute, you would count 33 drops in a minute. And you would adjust your roller clamp to get 33 drops per minute. Okay, so because it's IV, we see here that this is always going to be IV flow rate in drops per minute. We know we always start in volume over time for anything IV. So our volume's going to be green. The provider orders 1,000 milliliters of normal saline to be infused over 8 hours. I'm going to make our time purple. There's also something important in these problems, and it's the drop factor. And we're going to use this as our conversion. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I want it to be a different color. Drop factor. So we're going to use this as a conversion factor, and you'll see why in just a moment. So our volume over time, we have 1,000 mLs over 8 hours. We're trying to end up in drops per minute. So you can decide first if you want to convert mLs or hours. I'm going to do hours first. So we know that 1 hour equals 60 minutes. We're in hours and we're trying to get to minutes. So we're going to put 1 hour to cancel out hours over 60 minutes. So now we're in minutes, check. Now when you get to mLs to drops, and so the conversion factor to mLs per drops, they always have to give it to you. So gtts equals drops. So we know that every ml has 15 drops. So we're going to put 1 ml on the bottom to cancel out mLs and 15 drops up top. And now we're in drops. But I'm going to erase that so we have room to do our equation here. So we're going to multiply across, which is going to give us 1,000 times 1 times 15 over 8 times 60, which is going to give us 15,000 over 480. And the answer to that will be 31.25. But we know in IV we can't have any decimals. So when you look at the 2, and that tells us to keep 31 the same, and it'll be 31 drops per minute. All right, so let's look at our next problem. You are to administer 200 mLs. So that's our volume. Our time over 90 minutes, and we're trying to get to drops per minute. Our conversion factor is 20 drops per ml. So we're going to start with volume, which is 200 mLs over time, which is 90 minutes. We're going to cancel out so actually, no, let's make note of this. You're already in minutes. So here we start off in hours. You're already in minutes. So you don't have to convert this because you're already in minutes. So we're just going to leave that because, again, we're trying to get to drops per minute. And we're in minutes already. So we're good there. We just need to get mLs to drops. So we know that this stands for 20 drops equals 1 ml. So we're going to use this as our conversion factor. Put 1 ml on the bottom, 20 drops up top. And now we have mLs canceled, drops per minute. We're all done. So we're going to multiply across 200 times 20. Sorry about that. Over 90 times, oh my goodness. 90 times 1 equals 4,000 over 90, which is going to give us, 1 second, 44.444. So this 4, because we need a whole number, tells us to leave this the same, so it's going to be 44 drops per minute.